The hardest defense in Diablo Immortal's history for a cycle of strife has just been completed. You see, all of the Immortal reigns would have been formed prior to the server merges. But then server merges happen, and now those Immortals have to defend against 4 times as many people, and it is significantly more difficult. This happened to every Immortal reign across every server. For that reason, the majority of the Immortal reigns got overthrown, and we're seeing correlated with that a large amount of bugs reported across the Reddit. If you currently go to the front page, what you're going to be seeing is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different post-merge issues related to the reign. So if we click on the first one, what's going on? Half of my clan got dropped from the Immortals when we joined the reign. We transferred from another server as Immortals, became adventurers on the new server, and played the whole cycle as Shadows. It's claiming people were Immortal for longer than 7 days in the previous cycle. It doesn't make any sense that only removed half the clan. Please help. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming what's going on is that whenever the server merge happened, it didn't detect everyone being a shadow this time. So effectively, if there was on 4 servers, 4 different Immortal reigns for 12 different clans, what effectively happened was only one of this bunch of clans of the 12, only 3 of them, meaning one of the Immortal reigns on one of the servers, was able to keep it. The one with the most dominance, all of the other Immortals became shadows. Well, somewhere when the Immortals became shadows, the game didn't detect that the Immortal ships went back to Shadow. So when that cycle has ended and now thinks those people are still Immortal, locking out, this is the part that doesn't make sense, half of some of those clans. It's not just that one post, though. There's a significant number of posts talking about other bugs. This one here is talking about how they went from an adventurer clan to a shadow clan, but they just removed all their signets and made them do it again. They said it has since been ninja fixed, but again, there's multiple of these on this front page here. This guy's got missing deeds of valor from the Eternal from it. Here's a rain bug image. This is the same gentleman. I've actually been receiving DMs about this. I've got this screenshot right here in the DM as well. Somebody sent me over Discord. He's trying to invite him, says he was an Immortal last season for more than 7 days. Last season basically means the last cycle of strife. They're not talking about actual battle pass seasons here. It's bad wording. So they weren't, though. They were a shadow, and once again, it's detecting this guy's an Immortal. The weird thing is, he's trying to invite back his clan member because he himself is an Immortal, but they were in the same clan. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense. Obviously, there's clan-wide type of bugs going on currently because they're saying some people was able to qualify for the 8% badge, some people were not able to qualify for it. Some of our clan members received an Immortal Deed Valor badge, and most of us received a Shadows badge. So once again, it seems consistent that for some reason it's detecting half of the people in the clan as Shadow, the other half of the people as the Immortal. There has to be some kind of consistent theme between why it's detecting some as Shadow and why it's detecting it as Immortal. Now, we just received Black Friday deals. This is in Singapore dollars. It's the only way I was able to get the screenshots for this. This actually translates to $2. So for $2, you can get 120 orbs, 1 legendary crest, 2 rare crests. For 15 Singapore dollars, which is basically 10 US, you can get 4 legendary crests, 600 eternal orbs, 6 rare crests, and 12 normal gems. Now for 45 Singapore dollars, aka approximately 30 US dollars, I think it's like 32 US dollars, you can get 13 legendary crests, 1800 eternal orbs, and 10 rare crests. Now, is this one worth it? The higher priced one might be worth it for a 10 pull. Here's the one problem I have. In my own personal opinion, I don't really like any of these deals. Personally, what I like is when the things that you purchase with real life cash are tradable. I don't like that we're selling orange legendary crest. In my personal opinion, I've said this since the very first day of the game, that if you are spending real currency, I'm not talking you're earning it in game, I'm not talking platinum, I'm talking real currency. When you purchase something, it should be Eternal Crest only, and it should 100% tradable. These non-tradable variants of these legendary crests, I'm not really that interested in, because let's say you have a 4 out of 5 chip of the Stone Flesh, and you pull another 4 out of 5 chip of the Stone Flesh. The only thing you can do with that is use it as a duplicate, and you lose a lot of the value. So if you're considering purchasing this one, yeah, it might technically be worth the money. And yes, you could technically argue that if you look at the 1800 Eternal Crest, you could use these 1800 Eternal Orbs, I should say, to purchase 10 more Eternal Crests and get a total of 23 Legendary Crests, 10 of which would be Eternal. I get that. I get that argument. And technically, it's a better value than what you would do if you're just welling out with pure raw currency in the game. But at the moment, I was rather hoping that, to be honest, I was hoping the Black Friday deals would be better. Honestly, this is just flat hilarious. This is a video that Veldshop put out talking about how to save your gold and wisps for the upcoming update. Basically just preparing people for the update that's coming out and saying, hey, you might want to save your gold so you can get multiple of the same essences for the new extraction system that's been data mined, etc. What's hilarious is the comments are actually getting upvoted with factually incorrect information. And even so much to the point that he put out a video literally talking about it, how 90% of players didn't know this. And then even some of the people who left the comment went back and said, hey, I didn't even realize this. So I figured I would talk about this in game as well. If you did not realize this, you can actually trade your wisps up. In that video, he stated that, hey, save Hell 5 wisps, because if they come out with a Hell 6, you can trade 5 Hell 5 whips for a Hell 6 one, right? And, well, people said he was lying. They said you literally can't even do that, which is the weirdest thing because it's in-game literally right there. So in case you didn't know this, if you are a free-to-play player and you're in Hell 1, you can trade Hell 1 or Hell 2 for Hell 3 wisp, Hell 3 for Hell 4, Hell 4 for Hell 5, and a 5-to-1 ratio for the next difficulty above it. Basically meaning you could technically hoard these Hell 5 ones if you really wanted to and wait for Hell 6. I thought it was hilarious how many people were confidently incorrect in the comments, and this is actually a theme I've seen before where you'll come out and say some information and then people will be like, that's just wrong, and it's like, but it's not. Like, you can actually just read it in the game. This has happened before. All right, here's a good example. I'm sorry, but it says combine wisps, same power. I think you're wrong, brother. So this guy literally sees it for himself and still believes he's wrong. I don't know what combining them of the same power does. You think you take 5 Hell 4 whips and turn them into 1 Hell 4 wisp? What? It's even better because you can literally see it. You see the icons? That each wisp looks, and I know people are going to be like, wisp in the thing. I butcher this word every time. If you actually look at it here, you can see they have a different image for each one of these, okay? Look, here's Hell 2, right? Here's a Hell 3. So when you go to buy a Hell 3 one, it shows you what it costs. It shows you, you can literally memory match, you know those games where it's like you flip the 2 cards and memory match it? You can literally see it. Like, look, that's that image. It costs 5 of that one. That one's that image. This one costs 5 of that one. That one's... So it's mind-blowing me. It can be in front of people and they'll still get it wrong. Speaking of information that people didn't know, this is actually something I didn't know. Sleeping Bio plus the Grace Set bonus. That's the 2-piece Grace Set bonus. All continue and channel damage effects Sleeping Bio 2. And this person says that, yes, it does. Potency will make it last longer, too. If you use continued damage like Poisons or Burn, potency will prolong this. Well, color me impressed, because that's actually something I've never even thought about that. But that is a good sneaky bit of information that I'm glad that Wavy McG happened to know. And since we're right here and I farmed just about 80 of the Temple of Namari or 100, it was something crazy number, and I never even got the boots I wanted, these boots in an actual Hell 5 variant. What we're going to be doing today is getting rid of my Hell 4 ones and actually crafting ourselves one of the new boots, so I'll do it on camera for you. I managed to get 6 of these whiff. There you go. Someone will have fun with that one. And let's see if we can actually get ourselves lucky here. Shepherd and Leader, make sure there's no text glitch or anything. Yep. Let's go ahead and craft those ones. And it looks like we did not get an exceptional today, and we only got 2 sockets. Lovely. That is about 80 dungeons worth of effort. It's going to wrap up this video for today. Let me know how your merges went. Let me know how your rain went. Are you experiencing that bug? Did you know about this wisp trade up thing? Love you all. And yeah, that'll do it. And for the people that enjoy the way I say things, accurate. There you go. There's one that people love.